Hi everybody, it's Tuesday here at the Breakfast Club. I'm Steve. How's it going?
Hi, Steve. It's Elzael. So, what are we doing today?
I had some thoughts about a picture that a friend of mine shared on Facebook the other day. I'll show you the picture. It's this picture right here. It's taken from, apparently taken from a sign on the LA Metro, and it reads, respect to our women passengers, please refrain from the following: staring, masturbating, following, unwanted touching, unwanted conversation, asking women where they're from, and then the little fine print down there says, these actions create an unsafe space and contribute to violence against women. If you are unable to refrain from harassing other passengers, please change seats and notify the bus operator. So,
Wow, that sounds unbelievably fucking stupid. Seriously? No masturbating on the bus? Is that actually... Is that actually like a problem where this... Okay, whatever. Go on. I assume you're about to, point out how dumb this is.
so that's the image. It was shared by my friend Neely on Facebook, and the first comment under the picture when she shared it was some dude asking, why does it say respect women passengers? Why doesn't it say respect all passengers?
A perfectly valid question. Sounds kind of sexist to me. But do go on.
And it ties in very closely with another commonly heard stupid question, which is, why do they call it feminism? If it's for gender equality, why do they call it feminism?
Again, a legitimate question. Just because you don't have a smart answer doesn't make the question stupid. But again, do go on.
Why doesn't it just refer to itself as humanism? And the reason I say that this is a stupid question is because it ignores the obviously apparent reality that you can see just by opening your eyes and observing the behavior and the traditions and the values and the customs of the culture that you are a fucking part of. The reason why it's called feminism while advocating for gender equality is because females are the gender that are the underprivileged, underserved gender.
Okay, that's absolute bullshit. But even if that were true, that doesn't actually answer the charge of it being sexist. It's still sexist. You're just giving a reason for why it's okay to be sexist in this instant. So...
You attain gender equality by advocating for the rights of the underprivileged gender. Do you see how this works?
Oh yeah, I see how it works. So does everyone. Gender equality by only worrying about one person, or one group of people. Okay, you seem to be confused on what equality entails. You see, if you're only working to help one group of people, then that's not equality. Especially equality. Just because, even if we do accept this bullshit that women are this disadvantaged, which is ridiculous, but that's another argument for another time. But even if we do accept that, then that still does not mean that the other group does not have problems, and that we don't have to address them. So, the question is still valid. Why call it feminism? Why not humanism? Or egalitarianism? Or just not call it anything, and just generally care about people? It seems to me that you're placing women at a higher priority than everyone else. Which, if that's what you want to do, okay. Excuse me. If that's what you want to do, okay, but stop pretending that you care about equality. You don't.
It's the same reason why we call it the gay rights movement.
Really? You're going with the false equivalence for this? That's really the best you had. Okay. Look, dumbass. The LGBT movement is just that, a movement. It is a set of people working towards a shared specific goal. As Tommy Lee Jones put it in Under Siege, it moves a certain distance and then it stops. Feminism is an ideology. It doesn't stop. It is a comprehensive normative vision of reality. That's its problem. The LGBT movement has a strict set of goals that they want to achieve because they can clearly see that their rights are not being respected. Feminism has the idea that women are disadvantaged built into its worldview. Because of this, women must always be disadvantaged, or you would have to give up that worldview, something which most people don't like to do. Hence, feminism will never stop because women must always be disadvantaged in some way for that worldview to exist. More importantly, and here's where you cement your candidacy for the label of dumbass, the LGBT movement does not claim to be standing up for equality. They are, as the name suggests, standing up for their own rights. They do not claim to be standing up for the rights of everyone. Feminists, like you, are making that claim, however. They bold-facedly claim to be the be-all and end-all of equality. So it is an entirely valid question to ask why a movement for equality bears the name of only one gender. And, might I add, you still haven't really answered this, just like your kind never seemed to do. As I said before, you're not providing a reason why it isn't sexist or bigoted to call it feminism. You're just trying to justify why your sexism and bigotry is okay.
It's not because we think gay people deserve to be better than straight people. It's because gay people are in the inferior position and we want to raise them up to equality. That's how you attain equality.
Okay, you're gonna have to define that term for me, because you keep using it, but I don't think you actually know what it means. Please define what you mean by equality, and when you do, make sure that you define it in a way that is measurable and verifiable. Because if you have no means of measuring or verifying equality, you can't say we don't have it, nor can you honestly say how to get it, or when we have it.
The reason why the sign on the bus, on the metro, says, "Don't masturbate to female passengers," is because female passengers are the ones who are made to feel unsafe.
Again, who the fuck does this? Is this like a big problem where you live? Do you routinely get on the bus and see a bunch of guys sitting around stroking their meat sticks? What kind of ass-backwards, bumble-scum, backwater, toothless hick town do you live in anyways, asshole?
Now, I'm not saying that a female passenger on a metro has never just openly started masturbating to a man. I don't want to say for sure that that's never happened, but I would guess that the ratio is pretty lopsided.
Fuck, you're one whopping moron. Really, who takes this guy seriously?
It's mostly men doing that to mostly women. That is the nature of the problem that the sign is meant to address.
Okay, how the flying fuck is this a problem? Where does this happen? You do realize that's against the law, right?
That's why it fucking says respect our women passengers, not respect all passengers.
Okay, dumbass. I'll play along for a moment. So let's say that this is a real problem and there really is a significant group of people who sit around on public transportation blasting cum shots out of their erections at women. You have just admitted that women could be doing this as well. But you're only holding men to blame and only punishing them. Just because it is, in your little theoretical situation, women who mostly have the problem does not mean that men don't have the problem too. So why is it we're only fixing the problem for women? You could just as easily have told everyone to do it, or not do it as the case may be. It wouldn't have taken any extra effort, it wouldn't have had any lesser effect. Why did you specifically single out men? Well, we all know why you did it. You're a bigot, and that's the issue that you keep avoiding. You see, there was another video I posted not too long ago. I'll link it in the low bar for you. It's a video of an interview with a Ku Klux Klan member, and he's trying to claim that the Klan believes in equality and harmony between the races. Then, for the basically rest of the 12 minutes of the interview, you get to watch him try to do all sorts of mental gymnastics when he has to defend his claim of equality, when he gets asked things like why blacks aren't allowed in the same clan, which, according to him, stands for equality and harmony between the races. You should watch it because you sound very similar to him. You believe in equality, but there's always some ad hoc bullshit reason why you don't have to apply it this time.
Right? Have you got it? It's not an accusation that you personally are a rapist.
No, it is an implication that I personally should be regarded as one, or at least a potential one.
So, drop this hypersensitive defensiveness and...
hypersensitive defensiveness. Okay, Steve, no. I'll just let the hypocritical hilarity of that speak for itself.
Either grow up and learn to accept the fact that we live in a society where there is gender inequality and where it disadvantages women, and that is a problem that needs to be addressed, or toddle off to the men's rights movement subreddits and bitch and moan with the other guys who are upset at the unfair divorce settlement, or because they never get to see their kids, or because the girl they like won't go out with them. There's a place for you. It's called the men's rights movement. It's a little bubble of misogyny on the internet that you can go and be with your own, and when you ask them a question like, why does it say respect our women passengers instead of respect all passengers? Oh, you will have such a warm, welcoming response. They will not mistreat you and abuse you verbally the way I have just done. They will love you and support you for everything that you are, a deeply oppressed holder of a penis whose life has been ruined by these mean, nasty women. So I would suggest, if you can't hold up in the real world where these problems really exist and where people feel the need to try and address them in real ways, put in your application for membership in the vaunted He-Man Women Haters Club and just be happier over there. That's my suggestion to you, if you look at a sign like that.
Okay, I'm not actually going to say anything here, but for the record...
So drop this hypersensitive defensiveness and...
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you look at the term feminism and you just can't understand why it refers specifically to women.
Oh no, dumbass. Believe me, I understand. The point of the question is to try and see if you do. I'm out, guys. Like and subscribe, or whatever. See you later.